All right, welcome to our Facebook Live, Jamie Powell's Cooking Show Live tonight. And there's Miss Jamie, and we are doing steak and chicken, sweet potatoes that are going to be mashed in the microwave in the Rockcrok Dutch oven, and we're making miracle steaks with our steak and chicken. A lot of people like steak, but they think they have to have an upscale, pricey cut of meat, Margaret, to actually have a good steak. So tonight, I can't wait for you to taste the steak that we're going to do. I call it the miracle steak because it is a piece of chuck. It is just a piece of chuck steak. And I typically get the thicker cut of the chuck steaks to do this, okay? So hold on to your pantyhose because it might get blown off when these guests start eating this steak. You're going to be like, I wish I was there to eat the steak. We're also going to do some grilled zucchini along with the steak on the side. So consultants that are watching this show, there are 4 ingredients for this show. A whole chicken, the 2 steaks, which is a pack of steaks. We've got zucchini, squash, sweet potatoes. Those are the 4 staple ingredients to this. So people who need a dinner idea quick, this is going to be off the chain for you, okay? Who can't get excited about 4 ingredients? This is going to be great for a family of 4, okay? There's going to be enough food for a family of 4. Now, if you got Bubba's, you might need to throw another steak in there, okay? You know, you're feeding the Bubba's or the Waltons. But it's so quick, it's so easy, so fast. And I spent $18.06 on all the ingredients. Now, if that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. So everybody that's trying to, get an economical meal. So welcome to our Cooking Show Live. Let's get started on our clock timer. And we are also on Facebook Live. And I hope people will join in, and if you are not able to attend Jamie Powell's show tonight, you're able to go to my website and you're able to order these fabulous products that we're going to show you tonight, okay? Our show will be closing out by the end of the week, so make sure not to delay and go place your order. All right, so tonight the first item, the first power tool, is the meat tenderizer / flattener, item number 2705. This is one of the secret power tools in the catalog, okay? And the thing you're going to like about it the most is you're actually able to tenderize things, any cut of meat you want to, without adding any meat tenderizer like in a seasoning bottle, okay? So cutting out the salt and all that kind of stuff. So let me talk about the flattening part first, Sandy. Sandy's our past host. Ashley's our videoer tonight. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to Miss Ashley. And Margaret's here with me for the first time. It's been many moons since she's been to a show.
That's right.
So I'm excited to have her. The flattener is simply going to flatten out chicken breasts. Okay? It's going to flatten out whatever bag of crackers you're trying to crush them up. For a casserole, bam. Okay? Also for a bag of ice. If anybody's ever had to buy a bag of ice for an occasion, then you know how it works. It gets melted and it becomes one solid block. Now, you don't have ice cubes, you got a block of ice. So what do? Oh, yeah. Well, just put a hole in the floor, okay? So when you have this, use the flattened side and just hit the block of ice on the side, okay? It's not just a meat tenderizer and a flattener, but it's an icebreaker. It's also good if your man gets out of line, you get him back. No, I'm not promoting domestic violence, but you know what I'm saying. Margaret, I want you to feel how heavy it is.
Wow.
Because some people will look at that in the catalog and, I don't need that. That's not going to work for me. There's no weight to it, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah,
So, Sandy, have you had this in your hand?
I have not.
I didn't think you had because I think this is the first show I've ever used it at you've attended. Is that now got some weight to it?
That is very heavy.
All right. And you know what else I like about it? It's very easy to store because of its shape. So it can just sit right in a cabinet on a Lazy Susan. It could sit on the grill if you wanted it to. All right, so we're going to flip it over. And there's Miss Jamie number 2. Jamie the host, Jamie the guest. Okay, so we'll flip this over. And then we will turn the prong side upright so that we can use that now to tenderize the steak. So this is just 2 chuck steaks, okay? And so here we go. We're just going to tenderize them. So you can get your stress out, Ashley. I told you to get that done. All right. Hey, our steak just doubled in size. All right. I told you it was a miracle steak, okay? All right. So just do this right here. Now, before we we flip it over, I'm going to take our spritzer and use some garlic-infused canola oil. And you guys know the spritzer is going to help you not waste, okay? Now, you're not going to waste oil by putting oil in a bowl and a brush, Margaret, brushing this meat, and then your oil that's in the bowl is what? Contaminated. So now if you have any oil left over, what are you doing? Pouring it in the trash, okay? So with this, you don't have that anymore. Plus you take out all the isoprofuranol that is located inside of all PAM and nonstick cooking sprays, those types of things. They all have isoprofuranol, which is butane, cigarette lighter fluid. If you have a aerosol nonstick spray in the house, use it to spray the charcoal, throw the match, and light your grill, okay? Don't need to buy charcoal lighter fluid if you've got that in your house, all right? So, make sure to put your pure oil in here. I'm using 9677, the garlic infused from Pepper Chef. You could put olive, you could put vegetable, you can put water, you can put lemon juice, lime juice. And then, Margaret, make sure you pump it up. Now, this has been new and improved as of March 1st of this year. So pump it on up, pump it on up, pump it on up. Because, Margaret, if you just pump it up a little bit, it's not going to do anything. And then you know what's going to happen next. Hey, Jamie number 2, remember when that dude came over there to Jamie number 1's and we bought that oil spritzer and it will not work for me? I don't know what in the world is aggravating the cootie out of me. And Jamie's going to say, I'm glad I didn't get one, Margaret. Okay? So you make sure to pump it up till it tightens up and now spray. Okay? So a little garlic oil to add what? Flavor. Okay? And then when you get through with this, make sure to release the pressure off the bottle. I call it burping the bottle. And we got a baby in the room tonight, okay? So we're going to burp the bottle to release the pressure. If you don't do that over time, what happens, the oil comes up and out. You're out going on with your life. You're at work. This is in the cabinet, pressurized. The oil inside is saying what? I got to get out. I got to get out. And eventually it comes up and out through the nozzle around the sides, and then it's going to be stopped up. And when she's stopped up, she's gone to Jesus. She's not coming back, okay? So make sure to release the pressure off the bottle and you won't have any problems like that. All right, so we will spray the other side, so we're going to pump it on up again. Okay, and I'm going to take my chef's tongs. I've got some of my tools over here, so please excuse me as I go over here to get a tool. And we're also going to go ahead, and placing our rub and seasoning mix. Okay, and so the rub we're going to use tonight, 9736, the secret to all beef. This works on everything, but it really is a great secret to beef products, whether it's a steak, whether it's hamburger, whatever it is. And it's called crushed peppercorn and garlic rub. It works on all meats, all vegetables, and you will love it, okay? The next one we're going to put on here, Sandy, is garlic rub, okay? The garlic rub is just a blend of crushed garlic by itself, okay? So well, somebody's like, well, why are you putting both? Because we want extra garlic. We got garlic oil, 2 garlic rubs. Did you bring your Tic Tac? Facebook Live people, please eat a Tic Tac for us or chew some gum, okay? And then we're going to put the Italian seasoning mix. This is item number 9719. This is also a sodium-free seasoning mix. And rubs, folks, will infuse as you cook with them. So all the mamas and all the cooks out there who are cooking food, you barely have time to defrost, so you're not marinating anything through the week because you're so busy. Stop just placing a seasoning mix on top of a food item, cooking it, getting it to the table. They eat it, and what do they say next? Margaret, you got some Sweet Baby Ray's, you got some barbecue sauce, you got some ranch, okay? Because that's what we do, right? The food tastes better when? The next day. After what? The seasoning had time to go all the way through it. Your granny said this, said that for years. So you know what? That's what happens when you just use a seasoning mix without marination. It what? Sets on top. So that's why it's aggravating the cootie out of you, Jamie. You get food, they start griping about needing 40 sauces to eat it. And what's Jamie going to say? See if I cook again this week. That's what a lot of people in America today are saying. All right. Because the baby's laughing. Okay, wonderful. So if you need sodium-free alternatives, Italian seasoning mix is another one. And there's no gluten in anything that we sell as far as our seasoning mixes, sauces, and rub products. Okay? So let's flip it over. We're going to use our baby chef's tongs is what I like to call them. And there's the way you open these, down to open and up to lock. Okay? They are also heat resistant, so you can use them on your pans and so forth so you don't scratch your cookware. All right, let's flip the steaks over. Now, you know, I just bought these steaks on the way to the grocery, from the grocery store, and just picked up the groceries on the way here. So I will say this: anytime you can marinate anything, longer you marinate it, the better it is. Okay, as far as flavor, this Sandy's still gonna have a whole lot of flavor tonight. But just saying, if you just so happen to have, a couple of hours for it to set without having it, immediately cooking it, then you're just going to have even more flavor going into it, okay? So on the back side, now we're going to what? Magically tenderize the chuck, okay? Ashley, are you having fun? Okay. Don't talk to me. I'm the videographer. Okay. I love all of y'all. Thank y'all for coming. Okay. So bam. I've got that good and tenderized. It is really good. I'm going to put this in the sink because we're done with that. Okay? And now we're just going to repeat what we just did. A little garlic oil. And you know what? I know some people out there probably say, why is he using the garlic oil and the rubs and blah, 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 blah. Well, the garlic oil helps the rubs to adhere, the seasoning mix to adhere to your meat product. Plus, it is adding flavor as well. Okay? And then we've got the crushed peppercorn and garlic rub. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your rub. All right, Margaret. Margaret's like, this isn't quite like the last show I went to. Okay. All right. And the garlic rub. Okay? And then what was next? Italian seasoning mix. That is right, Sandy. And then we're going to talk about our next power tool. And I know I'm getting some of that on the counter, but we will clean up after the show. All right. So shake, 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 shake your seasoning. Okie dokie. Italian seasoning mix rocks on your steaks, no matter what cut the meat is. Okay? All right, so let's get our next power tool. I'm all about not spending a lot of time in the kitchen to cook a quality meal. So that's what we're in here teaching Miss Jamie how to do and the rest of you tonight. This is item number 2924, the double burner grill pan. Look at our pastos going whoop, 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 whoop. See, they didn't get that on vid. I want to make sure y'all got that. Because it is off the chain. Not only does this pan grill meats, y'all get that it's burgers, it's steaks, it's chicken, it's chops. A lot of people get that. It's vegetables. What they don't get is that this is a totally non-stick surface, okay? And nothing sticks to it. You never have to cook on high heat, Jamie. So you don't have to worry about cranking her up high, okay? Because it will take all of the heat, make the pan all the same temperature, and it will evenly cook pizzas, brownies, cakes, pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, of course the chops, of course the burgers, casseroles, and nothing ever sticks to the pan. Now, it is a lifetime guarantee, so L means lifetime in the catalog, not loser, okay? So anything happens to your pan, you let me know. But this pan here has been to tons and tons of shows. It's been used a whole lot, okay? And this goes on your stovetop, taking two burners, making a cooking surface, whether you have coil electric that are, doing the dance. They don't have to be right together, okay? Whether you have a ceramic stove, whether you have a gas stove, it works on all of them, okay? It also has two drain spouts on each side of the pan. So if you're doing multiple things, like you're cooking a lot of bacon or a lot of sausage or whatnot, then you're able to drain grease off intermittently in between, your batches, okay? It's also deep. I like the depth of it. A lot of people like griddles. Well, I used to love griddles. But most griddles only have a small lip. You can't do a whole lot of anything that exudes a lot of grease or whatnot. Well, you're supposed to just do pancakes and omelets on the griddle. Well, this does the pancakes, it does the omelets, and when your pancakes come off, Jamie, they have ridges, so the syrup stays on the pancake, not on the side of the plate. Now, if that don't light you fire your woods with, my little girl thinks that rocks, that I'm just totally the man about that, okay? So this also, you guys, will go in the oven, and it goes on your grill surface up to 400 degrees. Now, some of the Pampered Chef people that are going to see this are going to be like, whoa, that thing don't go on the grill that says, do not use on the grill. The reason why is because most people cook on 600 degrees. They go out to light the grill, they turn it up on high, and they get the temperature 600, 650, 700 to do what? To clean the grill. You watch your dudes. Gotta clean that grill off, get it cranked up on high, kill all the germs. But they don't give enough time to cool down to a normal temperature before they start cooking. And now you got a fire, you got char, too much char on your meat, burned up black as the road. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So that won't happen. When you keep the grill on 400, then you are able to use this. Your marinade stays in your pan. You're able to do a pizza on the grill. You are able to use this for any basket you've been using. I love all the Pampered Chef baskets that we've had. I've got every one of them. But over time, what happens? Baskets start looking uglier, and they get uglier, and they're harder to clean. And now, when you have company, you're kind of like embarrassed to pull out one of those ugly baskets. So you don't. We're going to change what we're making tonight, hon. Okay? So this is so easy to clean. That's another thing that you'll love about it. So nothing sticks to it. So, Ashley, I'm going to put this on the stove. And I do want you guys to kind of look at her stove. You can see from over there. You see these burners? They don't line up at all. As far as, you know, like you think. All right? So, you know what we do? We do that right there. So you can have the gangsta lean. It's fine, okay? Now that is the double burner. And I'm just going to move this Rockcrok here over to the side, just so she's styling and profiling, because we're going to talk about Rockcroks in just a minute. And this is the 11-inch grill pan. Because if you'll notice, we have a small oven tonight. It's not the standard 30-inch and above like you see in a lot of homes today. Well, that's cool, because our double burner will still go in here. This oven's going to cook fast too. And the 11-inch goes in there too, like that, okay? So since Ashley is in here, let me just show y'all what I mean by the gangsta lean. For those of you that don't know what I'm saying, just put that in there like that, and bam. Now she fits. Did y'all see that? Now, you know what I had to do in Durham, North Carolina one time? I had to do this right here because the oven wouldn't close. She would not fit even with the gangsta lean. She still cooked. You rotate the pan. If you're a consultant watching this, bam. You cook one half, you rotate the pan. Woo! Don't let that bother you, because some people would have come in here tonight and they would have gone on freak out mode. Oh my gosh, the oven, the burner's, what am I going to do? Okay? You're going to build a bridge and get over it, and you're going to make lemonade out of the lemons if you have them, okay? Which we don't have that tonight, because all of our stuff works. Jamie, you rock. Okay, so I'm just going to put this on the stove. Oh, goody. And I'm going to put, this is all on the left rear, this is the left front, and I'm just going to go to medium heat, okay? We're going to medium heat, all right? Now, okay, so I'm going to heat my pan just for a minute. Now, let me just say this for everybody that's going to get a double burner grill pan tonight. When you are going to heat the pan up to sear something, you only need that for a couple of minutes, you know, depending on your stove, no more than 5. You don't want this pan sitting here with nothing in it, because it will heat up really quick. And sometimes people that have cooked on cast iron and so forth, or non-quality cookware that takes forever and a day to heat up, they'll be like going to change the baby, wash the baby, got the pan on, you know, nothing in the pan, waiting for the pan to heat up. I'm not making fun of that. I'm just using that as an example. And then their pan is like, they have messed their pan up, okay? So make sure you don't do that. All right, Ashley, thank you for coming in here and showing everybody that. So we're just going to put the steaks over to the side. Now, this is some Worcestershire sauce, and you guys can use whatever brand of Worcestershire sauce you like to, but I love the French's brand because it's not so sweet, okay? I don't want an overly sweet taste coming out on my beef products. So this right here is what we're going to sprinkle on the steaks in just a moment when we put them in the pan, okay? Now, as a matter of fact, Sandy, what I think I'm going to do is just go ahead and splash some in the pan so that I can, since I've never cooked on this particular stove, so I can kind of gauge when the pan is hot, okay? Because I do get to talking and then I lose track of time, Margaret, okay? All right. No, guess what? I've got my clock timer right here. Bam! Y'all need to have your clock timer up here. Listen at that. Do y'all hear the sizzle? That's what I'm talking about. So if you, by the time you got that there to wash kids, your family just jumped off the stove because it's hot and ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to let it sizzle just for a second or two. Let's talk about the Rockcroks, okay, our next power tool. And this is also a power tool called the Boil Over No More. And it is the small version, and it fits on most of all of your pots, 10-inch diameter and below. And that, Margaret, creates a seal around the outer edge so your potatoes don't boil over, your eggs, your greens, a chicken, whatever. You will never boil another chicken once you get a Rockcrok and you have a microwave, okay? But just saying. Item number 2422. And we also have a large version. If you have big 12-inch stock pots or executive skillet and so forth, then that one will work on that. That is smelling good. Ain't nothing in it but wish you smell. Okay. So this is the Dutch oven. It's a 4-quart Dutch oven. Now, what I love about this, and I'm going to tell all of you right now, Sandy and I were just having this conversation a few minutes ago. Get the large one first if you have 0 Rockcroks, because you can always put less food in a large. You will not put more food in a small. And you can do all meats. So everybody say all meats.
All meats.
So when I say all meats, I mean chicken, I mean turkey, I mean pork chops, bone-in, boneless. 2.5-pound meatloaf cooks in 19 minutes. A whole pack of chicken cooks in 18. That's a cut-up chicken. A whole bird will cook in 35 minutes, up to 7.5-pound bird in here, or turkey breast. Now, if you have not had meat in the microwave, we just did a 3.5-pound, a little more than 3.5-pound small whole bird in our Rockcrok casserole. And we'll be taking that out in just a few minutes, okay? All vegetables also in the microwave, and this is in the microwave, Jamie. The meat times that I just gave you, and then of course all vegetables. Tonight we're doing sweet potatoes. We're doing mashed sweet potatoes in here, okay? And then you know what we're going to do? Other vegetables you can do. You can do corn on the cob, up to 10 ears, 10 minutes. Cabbage, greens, any vegetable that needs to be steamed without ever adding the first drop of water. Most people in America cannot make al dente. They make el mushe when they go to steam vegetables because they've added too much water. They've overcooked. Now they got vegetable porridge. Okay. Now this grill pan is ready to go. So I am going to go ahead and put the meat on, so we can sear the meat. Okay. Love, love, love. Now when you sear meat, you're just going to put it on there just for a minute or two, okay? And then you're going to flip it over. I'm going to put a little bit more Worcestershire sauce. Also, turn my stove down on low, Jamie. How low can you go? How low can you go? That's a hip violation. I don't want to get too low. Okay? Flip it up. Oh, look at the pretty grill mark. Shut the gate, paint them on red. So don't tell me that you cannot bring the grill in the house. Oh, Jamie's like, turn on the fan before we start frying. Okay, the baby is getting smoky. Okay. We've got to have a smoke machine. So that's what I'm talking about. That stove, Jamie, your stove's off the chain. And for everybody that thought the burner's going that way, won't go work, ain't no way, then you can. Okay? All right. So let's leave that a minute. The fan's on. Let's go back over here to this. And let's go ahead and turn our oven on. And I'm just going to turn it on, let's turn it on 350. Okay? And then we turn it on bake. Do we get a red light? Yes, we do. Okay? And now, we're just going to turn that on. Okay. How's everybody doing? Everybody okay? Good. All right. Got a little smoky. Okay. All right, so that we are still being a good steward of your time, let's move on as the steak sears over there. Now, some people on Facebook are getting real scared about, oh my gosh, he's leaving it too long. Let me go over here and check it again. And then I'm just going to flip my stove off. Look how pretty that is, Ashley. Ashley's coming over. Oh, snap. Oh, snap. Look how pretty that is. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to turn this off. That's seared good on both sides. Some people will say it ain't seared enough. Yeah, right. You know, you do it the way ever you want to. Okay? All right, so let's get our sweet potatoes ready. We need to get them in the microwave, and we need to get those cooking. So again, on the Rockcrok, all meats, all vegetables. But what else is great about this pot is it not only works in the microwave, Margaret, works on the stove top, coil electric, ceramic, gas. It goes in the oven on bake, the oven on broil. It goes on the grill. It goes on the hall cooker. We have hall cookers in North Carolina. And it also goes in the dishwasher to clean. That don't like to fire your woods wet right there. So not only is this a microwave pot, because a lot of people get confused thinking it's just for a microwave, but it cooks everywhere you want to cook. So here are the sweet potatoes. And here's the zucchini. Let's do this to the zucchini. Let's go ahead and get the zucchini going. All right? So we're going to use a couple of tools. And we don't have a whole bunch of tools tonight, Pampered Chef people. Okay? We are going to take our Santoku knife and we're cutting these zucchini. And then I want to show everybody our serrated peeler, item number 1072. Serrated peeler, Margaret, peels everything without ever wasting it. So if anybody in here takes a potato like this and a paring knife, and the potato goes from this size, to that size, because you wasted it, then you will love using this. This peels everything from an apple to a peach, butternut squash, a tomato, a potato, a cucumber, a carrot. Y'all get it? Peels everything. Now remember this, it does not work this way when you get it. It's like shaving. Bam. And you can hold and roll your fruit or vegetable, or you can place it down and then just peel it like that. Okay? Now, remember, shave. Okay? All right. So, I want to do my squash. I'm going to do a couple of different ways tonight. I'm going to cut them in half because I'm going to show you the quick slice from Pampered Chef. And I love the quick slice. It's a great product to do rounds of the zucchini. It's a great thickness as far as grilling them. This is item number 1181. And one thing I want to tell you about using our wedgers is that you always want to rock the wedger. Okay, she says, see, it's Facebook Live, and you got to make sure you're lined up. Your blades are lined up with your base. But do y'all see that right there? Those are perfect for the grill, okay? So again, pineapple wedger people, apple wedger people. You got all kinds of people. You don't ride the wedger. This is what a lot of people do, Margaret. Hard Granny Smith. Can't do the pineapple. So you rock the wedger. You rock our wedgers through, okay? So let's do some more wedging. Let me get over here where I can see. There we go. Shut the gate, paint on red. And look at that. Isn't that cool beans? Tomatoes for tomato sandwiches. Now this will do a lot of mushrooms, a lot of strawberries, bell peppers for stir fries, or for the barbecue chicken pizza. This is what I will cut them, and then I'll put them on here, and I'll make my strips instantly. So it really helps you to get it done quick. And for them what? All be even. So the other night at our church, we did a 5-gallon bucket of tomatoes for tomato sandwiches. Now Margaret said, I don't know if I want that to Margaret. You all right, Facebook peeps. Gotta make sure the blades are lined up with the base. Item number 1181. See, I love this Facebook Live stuff because people think that, we're doing something that's so hard at these shows. It doesn't get any easier than this. All right, now I'm going to move my steak over. Yep. Because I'm going to put these right here in the pan with my steak. All right. Now, the next thing you want to discuss about your steak is, well, I like mine medium rare. I like mine medium well. I like mine well done. Okay, I'm going to cook this to a well status, and it's still going to be off the chain. Okay? But you can, speed it up, slow it down, do whatever you want to accommodate, the doneness that you prefer. So as far as the zucchini goes, let's take our kitchen spritzer. This is cherry balsamic vinegar from the Pampered Chef. Item number 1788. 9688, not 1788. See, anybody can do Pampered Chef. And what do? Pump it on up, pump it on up, pump it on up. Okay? Make sure you pump it up good. Now I'm going to spray a little bit of this on this zucchini. Oh my gosh, that's going to be off the chain. And then I'm also going to put our other sodium-free seasoning mix called Herbs de Provence. Oui. I like to put the oui in for free, Margaret, because that is French. And I know some people are saying I'm not pronouncing that right, but that's the redneck version. Okay? So I'm going to put some of this on here. This is off the chain for the zucchini marinara recipe, for cooking zucchini in general, or squash. It also works well on meat products. And some people say, well, what's in it? All the stuff that you don't regularly have at home, that maybe a recipe is calling for fennel, lavender, all those things, it's all in here. Okay? So this is everything you don't have in this ice drawer. Okay? All right. Now, I want to show you this. This is called the Veggie Strip Maker. And I still have 26 minutes left on my clock. Okay? All right? And this will fit over the Rockcrok. It's notched out. It will fit over the bowl. Okay? It's notched out. It will fit over your classic batter bowls and so forth. Now, what I highly recommend, what can you do with this? Everything. You can do fruits. You can do vegetables. Anything that is, a harder fruit or vegetable. I don't recommend overly ripe tomatoes because you're going to just make juice. Okay? It is not a cheese grater. It is not a cheese grater. So everybody that's trying to get this and turn it into a cheese grater, it is not a cheese grater. Item number 1129 is a cheese grater. Okay, this is item number 1145. And what you want to do is cut your zucchini or cut your squash, cut your eggplant, whatever you want to do, your cabbage, into a position to where you can place your hand flat. Y'all say flat. Flat. This will not cut you because it's nylon hoops, no metal blades. So we're not going to have fillet of sanding. Okay? So place your fruit or vegetable, and when I do the zucchini, and even if I did the potatoes, I would cut them down, because if you got a long tater like this, Sandy, you're going to be doing this number and have these great big old long strips. So that's why you want to cut it. Margaret's hand is flat, and you go back and forth and back and forth and woo, okay? And it's really quick, and what's happening is you are making strips out of your vegetables. I love to make zoodles, and look at that, practically no waste. And look at all of our strips, Margaret. That don't like fire your woods with. That's half of a zucchini, okay? So all the overdoers, you don't need a whole lot of food to do that, okay? All right, so let's get our taters in. Tonight, I'm just going to use my knife, and I'm going to cut my taters, cut the ends off. Rabbit bone. Okay. And there's also a great veggie wedger. It's item number 2417, and it's great to wedge potatoes, okay? It's also great to wedge onions and apples and whatever else you would like to make wedges out of, okay? But I'm just going to use my knife tonight because I want to put a little plug in for forged cutlery. It's awesome if you're tired of knives that you have to play multiple choice with. Y'all know what I'm saying? You go to the drawer, and start a job, that knife won't do it. Let me go get another one. You know what I'm saying? Then go ahead and invest in these, because these will cut whatever you need to cut. Okay? Here's that serrated peeler, and that's how you use it, just like you're shaving. Whoop, whoop. Okay? And I'm actually holding, this is called hold the vegetable in this hand while you peel it. Or, Jamie, if you feel more comfortable doing this, you can do that. Got to get that one out of the way, Ashley. Okay? And usually, started our show just a little hair bit later than what we normally do tonight, just because we had some scheduling conflicts. For those that are on Facebook Live wondering, why is his show starting this late? Okay, because I usually do 6:30. But we just had some scheduling conflicts tonight, so you can make some exceptions at times. Okay? All right? So usually I would have the potatoes peeled at least 3/4 of the potatoes peeled. I'm only using 4, and they're a good size. Does anyone have any questions? All right, are you having a good time?
Yes.
Okay. Shut the gate, paint the barn red. I'm doing my job when you're having a good time.
What's the item number for the peeler?
1072. Jamie needs to be set free of waste in fruits and vegetables. Now you can buy kiwi, because there'll be something left, because it'll peel a kiwi too. Okay? You know, usually on the smaller items, if someone is a waster, they don't even bother with buying those things. Okay? Avocados. We have a great avocado peeler. This usually will do most of your smooth skin. Avocado is kind of like either way. And some people have peeled avocados successfully with it, some have not. But we have a great avocado peeler that really just scoops out the avocado between the peels so that you have the whole avocado for slices or whatnot, guacamole. And that is also in your catalog on your peeler page. Okay, so I have peeled that potato. Woo, I've pre-washed the potatoes with item number 1681. This is a tater brush, corn silk brush, and on this side, softer items, mushrooms, soft skinned tomatoes. So if you need a good brush to clean your vegetables, that is a great one. Okay, now I know that some of you are wondering, what is he doing with the steak and the zucchini? Well, we have the oven on because we're going to finish it off in the oven. And the reason we're going to do that is to show you guys that the pan goes in the oven as well as the pan goes on the stove top. So we used the two places tonight, okay? And when you use that pan on your grill, let me just say another, re-emphasize something about that. You will have the cleanest grill in America because you will have all that down there on the burners. And you'll have your marinade staying in your pan, cooking into your recipe, okay? All right. And when we get together for our grilling show, you guys will see me use that on the grill. And I use it on all kinds of grills. What matters is the temperature of the grill. Some people are scared to say, can you use it on charcoal? Absolutely. Okay. All right, so I'm just going to put that flexible mat out of the way, and I'm going to use my cutting board, and I'm just going to cut the potatoes into wedges. We're going to put them right in here. So let's go, Ashley. Whoop, whoop. Okay. And I'm just going to use my knife as my wedger tonight so you can see how sharp our cutlery really is. Okay. It's very, very sharp. And it cuts right through. Do y'all see how easy that is? Sandy's getting excited. And anybody in here with a dull knife, you're going to get excited too. Okay. Watch your fingers. And these Santoku knives, these grommets on these Santokus help not to have food stick to the blade. So we're going right through there, pushes the blade through the fruit, vegetable, meat, whatever it is you're slicing, and then we're just not sticking to our blade. All right, Ashley, I'm just doing all kinds of little cuts. No rights, no wrongs. Just get them cut up and get them inside the Rockcrok, okay? So we're going to microwave these. So all you need to cook these is your Rockcrok, because we're going to cook them in the microwave with no water. Shut the gate, paint the barn red. So if you are tired of not having homemade mashed potatoes, you can do up to 5 pounds in 15 to 19 minutes with no water. Put your salt, put your pepper, do whatever. Okay? Some people are like, he's cutting them all different shapes, all different sizes. Yes, I am. All right, now one I want to keep for the spiralizer, so I can show you how that works, Margaret and Jamie number 2. Okay? Because that's another fun product to work with fruits and vegetables. And look at Jamie, the host, saying, yeah, that's why I'm hosting. So I get me a spiralizer. Okay. All right, so there are your potatoes. And now I'm going to spray them with the garlic oil. You're going to put garlic oil on sweet potatoes? Yes. Okay. All right. Spray the vegetables. And that lady right there that's taping us tonight and her mom have been to several shows with me over the years. And this is the one thing that is always on everything that we cook at every show. Garlic oil. Okay? All right. Now, you can't get these yet. They're coming out next month. But these are the new grinders from Pampered Chef. And we're going to use a little bit of our Himalayan sea salt. And our grinders work one way. To the right, 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 to the right. It just keeps your gears clear when you're going in one direction. If you're going back and forth, then it tends to lock up. And you could strip the gear in your grinder, and then that's going to irk the cootie out of you. Okay? All right, so a little salt. That's all we do. How much water? 0. Thank you. Okay? So over here in the microwave, we have our chicken. We're going to take that out. We're almost done, Sandy. Aren't you excited?
I'm thrilled.
These, Ashley, and everybody out there, are silicone. Oh, Margaret's like, I can't see. All right, Margaret, silicone lined oven mitts. Okay? If you're tired of mitts that look like this, because they've lost their shape, they've got fire tattoos, cotton's hanging out of them, you need 2 or 3 in your hand to keep from getting burned. These are off the chain. You can use these on the grill, the oven, the microwave, and you won't get burned. These are over 5 years old. And these go to the sink and wash them like you wash your hands, okay? Consultants out there, I don't know why you're not selling these, but something's wrong if you're not, because people all over America are getting burned, okay? True that? Okay. I got burned at church the other day because the mitts were misplaced, and I had to pick up something else that was laying up there. It's like, ah! So I will have these in my pocket next time I'm cooking, okay? All right, so let's put in the Dutch oven. And Ashley, if you don't mind looking at her microwave, people get very apprehensive about investing in a Rockcrok because they think that it's not going to fit in their microwave. This is a medium size on the counter. You do not need to over the range. You can even have a very small one, and that works. Consultants that are watching this, invert the lid if it's a panoramic view. Okay, you open the microwave and it's very little. Invert the lid and it still cooks. So we're going to cook this. Let's just cook it. We're going to just split the difference. It's usually 16 to 20 minutes. 15 to 19. I'm just going to cook it for 18. That's about as much time as we have left on the clock. Okay? All right, so our oven, we're going to finish up our steak. And I'm probably going to have to put my mitts on. So look at that going in. That's seasoned well. Okay? And we have our Worcestershire sauce. Let's just put a little bit more of that on the steaks. There we go. Okay? We'll put a little bit of that on here too to go along with that. Alright. And put it in the oven. Okay. Now I'm going to put my mitts on because I don't want to get burned. My oven's already on. Remember, I need to lift up my pan like that. Okay. Bam. Shut the door. Voila. And then the magic meat will come out. I want y'all to know this is the quietest I've ever had at my guests because we're on Facebook Live. We may have to do that. We have real rowdy crowds. That shows what a great way to get them to calm down. Okay. So now, let's look at our chick. And Margaret and Jamie, these are not Mick Jagger's lips. These are called microwave grips. And look, it's a little bonnet for your Rockcrok, your deep covered baker knobs, for getting a cup of coffee out of the microwave or a bowl, okay? So let's take the lid off. Look at that chicken. If that don't light your fire, your wood's wet right there on that chick, okay? All right. And if you are watching this and you are a Roanoke Rapids customer, then make sure you just kind of like throw the hearts, throw the thumbs up. Let us know that you're watching, okay? Let us know that you're watching. Because we are live in Roanoke Rapids, North Carolina. Okay. One of my favorite places to do cooking shows. Some great people up here. Okay. These are not what you think they are. These are meat lifters, okay? And meat lifters will go in the pot, take out the chicken, move the turkey for Thanksgiving, move the shoulders around off the grill, move the meteor man if he's not moving fast enough for y'all, okay? So let's get the bird out. Oh my gosh. Okay? And there's our chicken. Now, the next thing I'm going to show you will be the easy read measuring cups. Because some people are at home, Margaret, and they're doing this. Let's pretend this is a measuring cup. So these, you look down, even without your progressive zone, and you can see the measurement. I'm having too much fun. Okay? I always have a good time, but it's gotten even more fun. All right, so I'm going to drain this little broth off of this little chick. Okay? We got over half a cup of broth out of this little 3.5 pound chicken. Okay? All right, and again, that's 25 minutes in the microwave. Smoky apple wood rub, 9668. 3 onion, 9659. And sprayed with the garlic oil. Okay? Now, I'm going to set this over here so we don't spill it. And I love to show people what that looks like because most people consider microwave plus meat equals dried out. Looks like a science project. Can't even hardly eat it. Dog can't eat it. Okay? And that's really true if you're not cooking in a Rockcrok in the microwave. These will add moisture to your dish so that your foods taste wonderful. And you know what happens then? Your people don't ask you for barbecue sauce and ranch and all that other stuff that they have been using to eat the food. Now this is our large groove. This is a large cutting board with juice wells, and that allows the juice of the chicken to run off into here, not to run all over the counter, the watermelons, the whatever. And I'm going to grab 1101, the hold and slice. This is not a hair pick. This is called the hold and slice. So we're going to hold and we're going to slice. And look at our chicken, Ashley. If that don't light your fire, your wood's wet. And everybody at home that's scared to do a whole chicken at a show, why in the world are you scared? Because the chicken is falling off the bone. Ashley, we ain't even got to cut it. You see, we really don't even have to cut. Look at this, Ashley. The chicken is just coming off. I'm not a carver. Well, you don't have to be. The chicken jumps off the bone. Okay? Are you excited, Margaret,
yes, I am.
about that? How about you, Jamie? Yeah. Okay. And the other Jamie? Okay. And the baby's got his hand up. He's like, is it time to eat? We will be blessing the food in just a few minutes. But I am so excited. And look at that. All the way to the bone. All the way to the bone. Sandy, all the way to the bone. All the way to the bone. Okay? And that's very important. Okay. So the next thing I'm going to show you is the salad chopper. And that will chop up all cooked meat. Okay? And the salad chopper is item number 2582. And it also carries a lifetime guarantee. Okay? So let me just show you how to operate it, because some people, and let's pretend like we did boneless, skinless, Margaret. So if we did boneless chicken in the pot, guess what we could do? Chop it up in the pot. Chicken salad, barbecue, quesadilla night. Yes, it chops greens and salads, makes colossal salad, whatever, okay? And the way you use it is lift and chop. Lift and chop. So y'all say that with me. Lift and chop. Lift and chop. So many people do this number. I'd be John Brown. Them salad choppers I won't chop up chopped up chicken. I don't know what in the world I bought them for. Okay? So if anybody's doing that to you and they call you talking smack, Margaret, you say, are you lifting and chopping? And lifting and chopping. And if you've got arthro, you got ritis, you got carpal, you got tunnel, you turn them around this way and you lift and chop. And lift and chop. Now I'm not going to chop this chicken into oblivion, but if that don't light your fire, something's wrong with you, because that is awesome to get that stuff ready. Okay? We're not making chicken salad because we want you to taste the chicken. Alright? This is item number 1689. Salad chopper toothbrush. Okay? It's actually called the dual ending cleaning brush. But those that have had this for a while, before we ever had this, have been using toothpicks, have been using knife tips to go down in here to clean out the chicken or the pork or whatever is hung in here. This actually cleans it out very well. This cleans the garlic slicer, the garlic press. It cleans around your sink drain. It's just an awesome tool. Well, I could just buy a toothbrush at the Dollar Tree. Well, you're not going to buy a toothbrush that's going to outlast this, and it's not going to clean as well as this does, because it's specifically made with the V-shaped blades, V-shaped bristles. See, anybody can do pepper chef. Blades, bristles, whatever you do. Okay, we got it all, right? All right, so we're just going to set the chicken on the side. We're almost done with our taping. Because Miss Ashley, I just didn't know I had a hard day, and I was like, I'm going to do all this. Okay? All right, she's been a really good sport. I'm going to have to give her something extra free. Okay, she likes free. Let's just put the chicken up here. We're going to wash the knife off. I was like, can I taste it? Go right ahead and taste it. Get a piece of it if y'all want to. I'm not going to tell you you can't. I'll just put it there in front of you. You will be eating it. Okay. All right. Look at Ashley. Didn't have to tell Ashley twice. You go, girl. Don't be scared. Now, consultants, because we're doing this live show, and consultants on here are watching. I know they are. Give your people some food like that during the show. Even if you're doing a recipe like a casserole, take some of the chicken, chop it up, pass it around. We've done that, haven't we, Sandy?
Yes.
And isn't that awesome? So people can not only get a bite to eat, they can taste the actual chicken before you mix it up in a casserole. Because some of the people have told me, oh, it was just good because you mixed it up. You know, in like a casserole or pizza or whatnot. but having a first-time person that has not experienced the Rockcrok or microwave cooking, just eat the chicken plain like that, it really rocks, okay? All right, let's open up the oven. Okay. Is it on? Let's turn it on up. All right, it's on now. Gotta have a red light. Red light on this side too, or just that side? Okay. All right, I want to show you the Veggie spiralizer because that's one of my favorite tools. Let me just grab another cutting mat. Hang on just a second. Please stand by for commercial break. All right, so I got another flexible mat here because I want to show y'all this spiralizer. It rocks out. So the last thing we got to do in about 8 minutes, we're going to be mashing the potatoes. So we're getting the little masher and the mix and chop. Both products like this will chop up potatoes. This chops up hamburger, chops up. Are you okay? She's got a weird look on her face. She's like, is she worried about her oven or something?
No.
You okay?
No.
I always like to check on people to make sure they're okay. Item number 2583, the mix and chop is awesome. 2685, the nylon mix and masher. Love these. This is a great whisk also for gravy, for scrambling eggs, also for mashing potatoes or whatnot, okay? What I love about our black tools is they withstand 428 degrees Fahrenheit. So if you have turners and ladles that have the gangsta lean, they have blisters, you know, they have melted, start getting these from the Pampered Chef. They will last you and last you and last you. You're not cooking on 428 on your stovetop, okay? So keep them in the kitchen, but you will love the way they utilize them. They don't scratch your cookware all to pieces, no matter what kind of cookware you have. Of course, I want you to have my cookware, but if you don't, they'll still work, okay? So, $11.79 Veggie spiralizer, off the chain. This will do 3 different types of cuts. It comes apart to clean. All right, there's my key. The key stays in the blade guard. This is called the blade guard that sets on the base to protect you from getting sliced with that blade that is stationarily mounted on the Veggie spiralizer, okay? There's also a little prong that comes up. That's the food holder on the bottom. And then these little prongs here are the food holder on the top. That unscrews to clean. It all goes in the dishwasher on the top rack if you want it to, okay? Another great tool is that $16.89. Remember that brush? Remember the little brush for the salad chopper? It's great to get down in here in these grooves to clean out whatever. And to also clean this key with, okay? So just the uses for that brush just keep going on and on like the Energizer Bunny. All right, so you can do whatever you want to. Rutabagas, turnips, butternut squash, sweet potatoes, regular potatoes. You know, I've done just about everything you want to. Squash, you can put that on here, whatever, okay? You put this blade key in to get different slices. So the stationary blade will do a ribbon style, okay? Now, onions is what I typically do on here with that stationary blade, just because I'm cutting up an onion at some shape, form, or fashion, usually at a show, okay? So that is great. This tool actually makes a whole lot out of a little. So it keeps you from overbuying, overdoing. You actually end up saving some money because you didn't need 3 squash, you only needed 1. Okay? Great to make salads and so forth. So let's just put the key in. We're going to put the large cut side upright. So to do that, I'm going to get down here where I can see. Push that in. And Ashley, we want to keep that flush to the top, okay, as we go all the way in. Let me get up here where I can see. There we go. And now we're just going to screw in the holder, okay? If this is not raised up, so I know Ashley's getting a good picture of that, how that is positioned in there, because people are like, oh my gosh, I want to use a spiralizer, it wouldn't do anything, okay? So that's what you've got to have. If it doesn't look like that, you're not going to slice anything. Okay, don't have it down flush with the base. You're not going to slice anything. Okay, all right. And then if you are actually doing like an onion or something with that regular blade first, and this is for you at home as well, clean out the underneath after you got through with that, because if there's another piece of vegetable or fruit that's stuck or hung, then it will also keep you from slicing or cutting the next thing. Okay, does that make sense? So you got to clean it out. Thank you, Sandy. She's still awake. Put in the sweet potato. press down. Okay. Now what you also want to make sure to do is, Jamie, that you have 2 flat sides. You don't have a cone head tater going in, okay, because that'll just rip up and not do anything. So you can put adequate pressure on the fruit or vegetable that's in here. So make sure you have 2 sides that are flat. That's got like the Leaning Tower tater, okay? Now I'm going to turn the chute towards you so you can see the chute, and then all you do is start spinning, okay? And here we go. Now I want to do this in slow motion because people get up here, Saturday night show, lady got up here, the guy got up, oh, no. You don't put way too much pressure, but you got to put just enough. So you can't do like, oh. So, and place your hand here and wrap your hand around the knob. Don't put your fingers here, by the way. Lord Jesus, help them. If you put your fingers here, what's going to happen? Finger measure. Ah! The Veggie spiralizer got me. Okay, because this is going down as we slice. So your hand needs to be here. Here's your sign. Okay. Put your hand on the knob, wrap it around, and then turn. All right, and how low can we go, Margaret? And then you can get fast, you can do it slow. But that is not even, that is what, I think that's like a quarter of a sweet potato, y'all, a little bit more than a quarter. And look at all that. And I throw these on my grill pan all the time. And I put these in the oven to roast like this. And for kids who love French fries, oh snap. Look at that, curly fries, okay? And so you can just roast those in a pan, whatever, and have a healthier version of a French fry with no grease. Okay, now if that didn't light your fire, your wood's wet. Let's check on this. Okay, doing good. We might have medium rare tonight. Okay, I tell you what, let's flip this on to bake. All right, there's our timer, and the local time is 8, a little bit before 8:30. Is that right?
Yeah.
We'll shut the gate, paint the barn ready. Okay, we're almost done. We're going to talk about a few tools. So what we're going to do, Facebook Live, we are going to show you the end result in just a few minutes. We're gonna leave Facebook Live. We're gonna talk to the guests for just a minute. They're like, oh, I didn't do that. But then we're gonna come back with the end result, okay? So Ashley, thank you so much for doing that.
We are live.
This is your plate. Are we live? Okay, we're back because we're gonna go ahead and do the end of the show. And thank y'all that are joining us. We just took the sweet potatoes out. And I wanted you to see what they look like prior to smashing them with the mixing chop, and look at how easy that is. And you add no water to the dish. So every person that cooks is going to get very excited. Are you excited, Margaret?
I don't cook.
Okay, Margaret, you eat though, don't you? And you know what, Margaret? I love the non-cookers at the show. You know why? Because this gives them hope. Oh, snap. All I had to do, not that she doesn't know how to cook, but maybe she doesn't want to take the time to cook is usually what it is. But this gives people a lot of exciting hope that, oh my gosh, we can have mashed potatoes in 18 minutes. You're joking. We can have sweet potatoes or regular potatoes or potato salad. And those that are on the to bring committee, oh snap, like, you know, they got to bring a dish all the time. Somebody's always calling to bring a dish to church, bring a dish to the firehouse, whatever. So my wonderful videographer, if I'm pronouncing that right, if I'm not, my Facebook friends will let me know. She's going to get some sweet potatoes before we put anything in it. So I'm going to scoop her out some. Is that good, Ashley?
Yeah, that's more than enough.
That's more than enough? All right, so let's set this down for her. And now let's finish this. Okay. And so here's the creaming part of this process. We have a stick and a half of butter. And some people just went, oh, you can put Greek yogurt. You don't want to use butter. Calm down. We're in the South. We like butter. All right. We're in Roanoke Rapids. We like butter. Okay. And that you just put your butter in there. See, and we don't have to drain any potatoes. Okay. You know, so if we were to boil the potatoes and then we're waiting for the stove to get started boiling the potatoes, and then we're saying go stir the potatoes before they boil over, Margaret, because we don't have a boil over no more, okay? All of that is gone. Now, we're going to put our brown sugar, and this is light brown sugar. And Jamie, host Jamie, if you'll turn your oven off, because that stuff's ready, we'll pull that out here. Look at that right there, Ashley. Look how creamy they are. So I just gave you people a new way to cook your sweet potatoes for your sweet potato casserole for Thanksgiving in 18 minutes. And then you can put the pecans and all the good cinnamon, all that, whatever you want to put in it, and then put it in your dish and melt your marshmallows on top. If you want to do that. Sandy went like this when I said marshmallows. Okay. All right. If that don't let you fire your woods wet, I've reserved a little bit of the sugar just to do this number on the very top. Okay? Microwave food. Are you excited about microwave food? So you guys got to see the chicken. You got to see the sweet potatoes. Now let's take the steak out. Then we're going to bless the food. And you guys get to eat the food as we go over our specials for our show tonight. Okay? Let's take this out. Oh, snap. That's what I'm talking about right there. Our vegetables will be al dente. Look at our beautiful steaks. Look at that. Okay? Vegetables are al dente, not el mushe. Look at that. Do you see anything stuck to the pan? Do y'all see how that, Ashley's getting really close. Do y'all see how that just comes right off? That is off the chain. People will love that for that reason. And if we were, cooking this on the grill like this, we could be flipping these things over and all of that. All right? So let's just move this out of the way. One last thing I want to say before we say the grace to the consultants watching. Y'all see the dishes? Our host does the dishes at the show as we work with the guests and their orders. The leftover food belongs to them. It's one of the greatest things that you can do at your show, not only for your sake, because your host really doesn't want you there all night washing the dishes after everybody's gone and they're through visiting. They got children put to bed, they're ready to go to work for the next day. But they're also falling in love with how easy to clean up is. And they never have that experience if you don't allow them to clean the dishes. And the host is not just going to be the only one cleaning the dishes most of the time. Her friend, her sister-in-law, her mother, somebody is going to be helping, doing the dishes, drying, whatever. Okay? While you work with the guests. That was a consultant training tip. Just wanted to throw that out to you. If you will just turn that. Sandy, do you mind answering the question? Do you wash the dishes when you host?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So there's a real live host. Can't tell you how many times people have told me, "Oh, they don't really wash your dishes." Okay. And yes, they do. And what am I looking for? I'm looking for my Holden slice that must be way down in the sink. So I'll just use these little bamboo tongs so we can watch this. How easy. Look at that. Look at that right there coming apart. Look at that right there. That is off the chain. Okay, so our food is ready, you guys. This is our magic steak, our miracle steak rather. Our sweet potatoes. Put a little spoon in that. We got our vegetables ready. Let's give our host, Jamie, another great big round of applause for us in our show tonight. So chicken, steak, zucchini, sweet potatoes, 4 ingredients tonight. Thank y'all so much for coming. Now we're going to go ahead and just say this. Make sure that your drawn slip is filled out with your real email so we can send you tonight's recipes, so we can send you the product reference charts for these amazing products. Have a recipe book for the grill pan, recipe book for the Rockcrok reference chart. So if you're not doing just a particular recipe, It'll tell you how to cook beef, chicken, pork, vegetables, desserts, the weight of the meat, how long in the microwave or in the oven. Where do Rockcroks cook? Everywhere. That's right. Okay? So let's just go ahead and bless the food, and then you guys can go ahead and eat the food, and I'll go over our specials for tonight's show. The full service checkout will be set up right here, and whoever needs to leave first or is in the biggest hurry, you guys will be able to get in line first, okay? If you got to roll, you got to go. I do want your opinion on tonight's food, so make sure you try it. Even if you're like, I don't really like sweet potatoes, just build a bridge and get over it. Taste the food, because you may be very surprised. All right, we're going to bless the food, and then we're going to say bye to our peeps on Facebook. All right, let's bless the food. Father God, thank you so much for this day. Lord, thank you for every good and perfect gift that you bless us with. Lord, I thank you so much for another opportunity to come out and fellowship with these great folks tonight. We ask you to bless each family that's represented here in this room this evening. And we ask you to bless the food, bless the cook, bless the effort that it took. In the mighty name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
All right, you guys, Facebook Live people, thank you so much for joining us. Remember, if you're a customer that was not able to attend this show tonight, you're able to go to www.pamperedchef.biz/Michael Reeves, and you're able to hit Jamie Powell as our host tonight and place your power tool order. All orders of $99 or more in a product total will receive free shipping on the show order tonight, as well as a free gift from our wonderful company. Thank you so much for joining us, and I'll see you next time. Yay, y'all say goodbye, everybody. Okay.